Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Caitlin. I'm the owner and maker behind Little Women Creations. Today I'm going to be bringing to you a holiday market pattern idea. These are patterns that I think are going to be great for the holiday season. If you are just starting your market prepping now for the holiday season, do not fret. Some of these patterns I have are quick and simple and should work up within a few hours. I'm going to have a Google document created that has all of the quick notes that I wrote for this video, as well as links to all of the patterns. Each of them are noted in seasonal decor, quick gifts, novelty gifts, and plush items. It's going to be the first link in the description down below, so if you're interested, pull it up right now and you can follow along with me. Otherwise, I'm going to be working on a project. I'm going to dub this as a crochet in chat, I think. The puppies are going crazy per usual. I don't think I ever will be able to record a video without them absolutely going crazy with each other. They still don't understand when I just talk to a camera. So yeah, we'll see if they chill or not. I'm working on a hexagon cardigan. I'm using the tutorial by Passionate Goods. I will also link it down below. I have a weight for yarn. It's actually an Ogo. And this is the last two skeins of yarn from my Michael's Yarn Haul Part 1. So I will make sure to add that. If you haven't seen it yet, be sure to go check that out. Anyway, let's get started. With these patterns, if you guys haven't figured this out just yet, I like to have more novelty items at my booths. I don't like the typical winter items that you are going to think about when first comes to mind for a winter market. So this video does not have any hats, scarves, or mittens. I also did not include any stockings. If that's something you all are interested in though, and knowing the patterns that I use, please let me know. I have nothing against it. I just wanted to do a video that showed more unique items that you can crochet for your booths that I think are gonna sell really well this season. First up, let's talk about some seasonal decor patterns. The first one that I picked out First up, let's talk about some seasonal decor items. The first one that I picked out is the Holiday Mug Rug by Brianna K Designs. This is a free version, as well as you can pay if you would prefer a downloadable and printable PDF. One thing that is also really cool that I found out about this pattern is that it comes with a knit version, and there's also a video tutorial, I believe, for the crochet. Not sure if there is one for the knit. Some things that I really like about these specific mug rugs is that you can use scrap yarn, and I also really like the motifs that she has. So there is deer, snowflake, and tree. These are great just for a typical winter market. They do not curate towards one religion or one holiday. They kind of cover the entire winter season. Next up is the Pinewood Crochet Pillow by Eclair Makery. This is a free version on their blog. One thing that is great about this pattern is that it is a bulky yarn and a large hook, thus it will crochet and work up very quickly. I think that if you trust yourself enough, I think you could adapt the pattern to include a zipper. Thus, you would only have to sell the actual pillow cover and you wouldn't have to stuff it or get a pillow form. But if you're not comfortable with that, don't fret. Definitely go pick up some pillow forms. I know Joann and Michael's have great deals right now. I actually just went and picked up an order from Joann's because if you do a buy online pickup in store, you usually can get 20 to 25% off the additional sales that are going on. So be sure to go pick up some pillows with using those coupons. Otherwise, feel free to stuff it just with polyfill as well. Lastly, for seasonal decor, I have Festive Holiday Bells Basket by Fiber Flux. This is a free pattern, and there also is a video tutorial on the actual blog. Again, I like that this is a bulky yarn and it uses a thick hook, so it will work up relatively quickly. Something that I have for this pattern, if you would prefer not to actually purchase bells and attach them, I think you could do a row of baubles at the end in a gold colored yarn, or if you wanted to leave it out, I think that would be totally fine too. It's a very sweet basket, and you could either display it on your table with some goodies filled in it, or just have them scattered around. I think they would be a great seller at winter markets. Next up are some quick gifts. These are items that I think are a little more novelty and will sell really well. The first one that I wrote down is the Crocheted Snowballs by Five Little Monsters. This is the pattern that I personally will be using for my holiday markets. It is a free pattern, and there also is a video tutorial if you would prefer. It uses bulky yarn and a thick hook again, which will work up super quick. And I believe it's going to be great for families and little ones and young children. I think they're going to sell great. I know growing up, my mom had a set of like reusable indoor snowballs, and we loved them. One cool thing that Five Little Monsters does is they also have instructions if you have a Cricut and like know how to use the transferable paper. There actually are instructions in this same pattern on how to create the bin that the snowballs go into. Right now, my idea when making these is I'm either gonna go to Dollar Tree and get some of their festive tins, or I might just bag them in like a really pretty gift wrap plastic bag that you get with baskets over the season, and tie it with a bow on top. I am planning to do sets of 6 snowballs. I'm unsure in the pricing, but I will personally be using Bernat blanket yarn in the color white. I also will be using Bernat baby blanket sparkle in the color cream for this. My last quick gift idea are the Crochet Christmas Fingerless Gloves by Repeat Crafter Me. This is a free version, and there also is a video tutorial. One thing that's nice about these is that there are 2 sizes, so there is a smaller size and then the regular size, which has the gingerbread and snowman motifs instructions on it. I think this is a really good gift because it will use up a scrap weight for yarn if you have it. And if you are someone who collects buttons or has a button collection, I think you can really have fun with the snowman and gingerbread man motifs that Repeat Crafter Me has on here. I also, just looking through the pattern, found it super simple, and so I think it's a great beginner pattern if you still aren't as into wearables yet. It's a great way to get into it with the embroidery, adding on buttons and those kind of things. I think it's just double crochets and or half double crochets in the round, so it's a very simple fingerless mitt pattern. Next up are novelty gifts, and this first idea I have is actually not winter or Christmas related, and it is the Crochet Festival Shroom Purse by Crochet with Carrie. I have a plan on my goals for the holiday markets, which will be in another video that I'm currently working on. I have a plan to make 2 to 3 of them for the markets, and let me explain to you why. So first off, it is a free version and there are great instructions. Like I said, I'm using this pattern for my markets, and so I've read through the pattern already, and it's very simple and very easy to follow. The reason I think these are going to be a hit for the holiday markets is of the cottage core trend that's going on right now. If you make these using cream, red, you can use cream and tan and brown. You can use all these different colors to make tan and red and pink mushrooms if you wanted to. I think these are going to be great gifts for people, and that people are going to purchase them for anyone who's kind of going through that cottage core trend right now. Next up, which I think is the best pattern that I have found to date, and it is the Granny's Revenge Reindeer Hot Pad by the Crafter Life. There's a reason this one is under novelty gifts. I feel like it's not something you would see normally at a crafting market, at any sort of vendor fair. And I think it is the best idea for a hot pad ever. So the Revenge Reindeer Hot Pad, it's free and it is super detailed. The only downside is the blog that I found it on is covered in ads. I understand the makers, by offering free patterns and putting them on a blog, are still able to make money. But if that bothers you, definitely use some sort of a desktop. Maybe take screenshots of the actual pattern and try and print it off if it bothers you a lot. But besides that, I'm so confident that these are going to be such a hit. I just found them this week while I was looking and researching some patterns for this video, and I'm trying to figure out how and when I can make them for my markets. The only thing as well with this is make sure you are using cotton yarn, because you are going to be putting hot pans and pots on top of it. You do not want to use any sort of plastic yarn that's going to melt. So cotton yarn is a very safe way to go when you're making hot pads. Lastly, for the novelty gift ideas I had is the crochet wine bottle hats and scarves pattern by Line Brand Yarns. This is a free downloadable pattern. When you use the link below, don't be nervous. It does prompt you to purchase a kit, which if you would prefer, you totally can do. Line Brand will send you the preferred yarn in the pattern, as well as a printed copy of the pattern. I believe it's $8, but when I did look, it did say that they were out of the amount of yarn you need, so be cautious of that. But the get free download is below the buy button, and it's very deceiving. So do not fret if you follow the link and you're like, oh, Caitlin said this was free. It is. You just have to search a little bit on the website. I think this is going to be a great gift set for people to purchase. They're going to see this and think of that one friend of theirs that's absolutely obsessed with wine and know that they have to get it for them. It's also a great gift in general if you usually buy someone wine for the holidays, and to give it just a little bit more of that festive flair. I also really like how customizable it is. You can use any color yarn you want, and I think you might be able to even use up some of your scrap yarn, which is even better. It definitely is a small project, so I think this is going to be great for any sort of last minute market prepping you're doing, because it'll work up super quickly. The last group of pattern ideas I had are the plush patterns. The first one is Free Crochet Snowman Pattern by Grayson Yarn. There is a free blog post that you can follow, or you can pay for a printable PDF that is ad-free, and they have those available on Etsy and Ravelry. One thing that's really cool about this snowman is it is advertised as being minimal sewing. So if you really like to make your plush items with as little sewing as possible at the end, this is the pattern for you. You can replace the crocheted buttons that are in the pattern with real buttons, and I would actually recommend this just because, again, less sewing to do. You also can scale up by using a thicker yarn and a thicker hook, and you can make the snowman a lot larger. Next up is the Crochet Christmas Tree Cuddler by Heather Corrine Crochet. That is a free version, and there also is a video tutorial as well. And you can purchase a printable PDF that is ad-free from the designer. This is a great pattern if you are not comfortable with amigurumi, if you're not comfortable with working in the round and invisible decreases. That is a great pattern for you to try it out. This pattern does not work in the round. You crochet 2 trees together, and you just have to do the invisible decreases and increases. It's a great way to practice without trying to make a circular head or a round body. The only downside is that there is quite a bit of sewing involved, so maybe that can be a turn off to you, but I think this is going to be a great seller overall. And for the last pattern I have to recommend is the Chubby Penguin by Rose and Lily Amigurumi. I will be following this pattern, and I'm actually planning to crochet about 10 of these little penguins. I don't know which colors yet, so that's one of the cool things about this pattern. Anyway, it also is a free pattern, and there's a video tutorial available on the blog post. One thing that I love about this is you can use scrap yarn. You can coordinate whatever the weight of your yarn is with the size of your hook. So any scrap yarn you have will do. And there's so many color combinations. One thing I've noticed in trends today with crochet is that you can create any color animal and people will purchase it. The strawberry cow, the pumpkin pie turtle, I mean, the creativity is endless here, so do not be afraid to combine very odd colors together. These are all of the patterns that I think are going to be great to sell at markets this year. Let me know down below your comments and what you thought. Also, please let me know if you would like some sort of video where I show you and tell you about my favorite hats, scarves, mittens, stockings. Let me know if you want that video too with those patterns. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please, again, let me know what you enjoyed about this, what's your favorite pattern, what you're going to do, all of that fun stuff. I'm really excited for these ideas. I'm going to be making a lot of those reindeer hot pads, and it's just one way for me to get into the holiday spirit. If you like this sort of content, be sure to like this video, and if you're not already, make sure you're subscribed. You will get notifications when I post my new videos if you turn on that notification bell. And with the holiday season coming up, I'm definitely going to be having more market vlogs for you all, more market tips for you, and just ways to help you with the market season for your small fiber craft business. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.